Hi guys, welcome to my channel Cooking Diaries. Today I'm going to show you how to make the flakiest pie crust at home. You only need handful of ingredients and it's super easy to make. Once you do it, you won't have to buy the store-bought pie crust ever in your life. So let's get started. This recipe would give you 2 single pie crusts or 1 double pie crust. So you would need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Here I have 2/3 cup of vegetable shortening. If you don't want to use shortening, you could replace it with butter, but just know that your pie crust won't be as flaky as if you have used the shortening, and some cold water. First I am going to add my salt and sugar to the flour and mix it with the fork. Now I am going to add all of my shortening and try to cut the shortening with your fork and mix it with the flour. You would want to continue doing this until you see the shortening is like a pea size of pieces and kind of incorporated into the flour. That's pretty much it. Took probably less than a minute for me to work it in, and you don't want to overwork this either. You want to have these pieces of shortening like this so that it gives that flaky crust once it's baked. So to this I'm going to add 2 to 3 tablespoons of water and continue to mix that in with the fork. You don't need to use your hands or any mixer or anything, just one fork and a bowl is enough to make this. Once that water is absorbed in, add couple more tablespoons. You don't want to add too much moisture either. You want to add enough water until you see that most of the flour is kind of coming together as a dough. Once you see that it's kind of coming together as a dough and sticking to your fork, it's pretty much done. It might not need any more moisture at this point. Just clean your fork out and using your hands just try to push this all together into a ball of dough. You don't want to knead it, just kind of bring it all together. As you can see, all the flour came together as a dough. It's as simple as that. It took me less than a couple minutes. Now I'm going to rest this for a minute and clean my kitchen countertop, and then we will roll this into our pie crust. Now onto your clean kitchen counter, sprinkle some flour. Apply some flour to your rolling pin too. Now take half of the dough, form it into a ball. Now roll it easily. Now you do want to lift it and move it because you don't want it to stick to the counter. So keep on moving and rolling, and if you see breaks, just push them together and roll it. This is a very fragile dough, so we have to work relatively fast with this dough, but this is what makes it super flaky. So don't worry if you see cracks, just push them together, it would come back, and keep on rolling. Now while rolling, one thing I want to mention is with this recipe, with this technique using shortening, you don't need to refrigerate the dough. You can just roll it as soon as the dough is formed. So take your pie dish and see. Put it in the center and see. Now if you see, there is at least a couple inches extra dough. That's what we want from it. So now my dough is all rolled and good. So now we need to transfer this dough into our pie dish. The easiest way to do that is basically you roll your dough onto your rolling pin and unroll the dough into the dish. Now gently lift the dough and kind of make it sit into the pie dish. You don't want to press or stretch the dough. Lift it gently and try to make it sit. Once you do that, take a knife and try to cut the extra dough that's hanging on the sides. Okay, now once you do that, gently lift this and press it like that. You're just trying to make an edge. Once the edge is formed, you just put your thumb in and press with the other two fingers. So that gives you that rustic pie look. Now just repeat this throughout the pie. There we have it. Gently tap this down a little bit so that it doesn't get overcooked and burnt when it's actually baked in the oven. Now if you are making an apple pie, pumpkin pie or pecan pie, you would put your filling in and bake it. But if you are doing some set pies, no bake pies, then you want to blind bake the crust before. So what you would do at the time is you basically take a fork and poke holes all around and then bake it as per the recipe instructions. If you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up and make sure to hit that subscribe button so that I will see you in another video. Until then, bye.